not fuck this up. Look, 55, 80, 65, 65. Actually 70, because yeah. All the way down. Oh, okay, that's why. Greens you can strip all the way down. Oopsies. Whoopsies. Send that out. And that out. Woodford. No. Narrow margins. Let's just send him. Doesn't really... The form is great, so like that just needs to be taken advantage of. Because that doesn't necessarily always last. And we don't improve. Shocking. Can basically never improve the second run for some reason. Still with me, Mr. AJB? Let's go. All right. You have to give me your perks and starting tire. Which Ultra Softs through to the end is probably the play. probably like zero hope of one stopping, but I'll leave. I'll see if it can be done. Yes. Just a dodgy neck, which affects fitness, but doesn't really affect driver skill hugely. I need 24 laps. .15. Let me punch that into the calculator. Falls short by 4/10. So yeah, I actually have to I have to two-stop. Falls short by 4/10 of a lap. Are we just... We're just kind of above. Okay. So you're very gradually gaining heat. Alright, I'm just kind of slotting behind now. Thornton might be cheating, actually. The one thing the AI does do is they push too hard on tires. Ultra softs, namely. They stay out a lap too long on them. Yep. Thornton's motivation for cheating seems to be third place. Goddamn cheaters. Yeah, you need 17 lap stints. For a 2-stop on ultras. That may be a lot to ask. Me getting to 20 laps might be a lot to ask for even. Although we are in conservation mode now. Keep in mind you need to pit before the 20% mark. That's when the ultras cliff. Probably have 2 to 3 laps left. Pit stop's beginning. Clark Smith is better on the tires. Lindroth is worse. I recommend you stop now. Are you there? Sleepy, sleepy, sleep. You're gonna need at least one stint on a super soft. %. I'm just kind of watching my wear. Double stack. We're at 4. 5 even. Which barely does 20. Your tires ran out of tread. I've had to pit you. And you aren't going to be able to 2-stop on 3 sets of ultras, so I put you on supers. My tires, in fact, only last 17. Although I did push them. They could, and they probably will actually go one more. All right, let's go. Even the supers cliff at 15 if you're not careful. Everybody's in. You're still running at high mode too, which I assume might be what you want. Ultras go 15, so your key lap is lap 33. Lap 33 to 34. Damn. That's 8 points. Look at this shit, man. That's nuts. That's how much time Larson lost. Got Lindroth. Nice. Double points. You still napping? The actual fastest lap will actually have to take place towards the end here. Isn't it crazy what a difference like having a light foot on a tire does? In this case, it allows me to run ultra soft pace at about the wear of supers. It's just crazy. Well, I'm just checking out of the race at this point. It's a shame they don't have more tracks like this, or more ultras. Or I could challenge for the drivers. Rule change: 3 compounds. The ultra soft perk was probably the perk. I think at this point you just get the car to the target lap for ultras and finish the race there, like around that 33 or 34. Even preserve the tires a little bit if you want to get 15 out of them. Because you're going to be fastest on the ultras. I just put you on the supers basically to get you to race distance. Because that was the only problem you really had. That's like the one time I'll use a harder tire. Is if you can't do like a certain strategy on softer ones. So I'll mix them in so I don't have to do the extra stop. Six laps. Oh boy. That'll be 18 again. We can do that too. Your engineer is actually pretty good. Like now that you have like double speed part fixing, that makes a difference in the early season. The part fixing actually isn't. In open seating, it's not. Or on single seat. With our current pit rules, it's definitely not. I underestimated Nurse, though. Like how much Nurse allows you to just strip the car. You have to fix components separately, so like the first couple races you have to do component repair, you can do them faster than the AI. That's actually favorable to the player. Nurse, and there's one that eliminates red zones, which is pretty similar. If we both had nurse, it would be useful because then we wouldn't have to spend as much time on reliability. Well, any. If we were in a rule set that didn't have part stripping. If you're not in a rule set with part stripping, nurse is limited-ish. You can utilize it in a different way. You can utilize it to work towards just specifically performance. Nurse or engine expert. Oh shit. That shouldn't be a problem. Super overtake. Yeah. The key to that is finding an engineer with that specific set. It depends on there being such an engineer in the game, which there may or may not be. There probably is at least one, but there's probably... That doesn't mean they're going to be easy to sign. Like I'm saying, a lot of variables. I'm running long, so you can pit whenever you want. Fuel efficiency. That one would be powerful in this rule set, actually. If you can get tires that that can one stop. $13. But we're going to WMC, which I don't think is going to have the refueling rules. Unless you want to stay. Which isn't the worst idea either. Consolidating our cash. Building stuff up. Ultras, full tank? Or 15? Okay. That doesn't mean you can't run high fuel mode. post pit stop. It's likely we're going to get promoted, yeah. We're going to be way ahead. 22 ahead, I think, with something like 2 races to go. I couldn't really put my finger on exactly where you're going to land here until everyone pits. Looks like they're taking ultras at about the same time as you, so... Clark Smith, Modi, you're in 4th. That gives us 11 points, which gives us a 27-point lead. In this scoring structure, that is a massive lead. Fast stop. Even if I go in the red zone, I still have nurse active, so it's unlikely my components will actually fail. I have won. This is the second race with Ultra Softs, and every time the Ultra Soft has been in the race, I have won. By a lot. When you can nurse those tires, they're just overpowered. What I will say is you can push your fuel, but I'd be careful with the tires. Because they barely did get 15. Now we're on a smaller load. I'm going to push for a fastest lap too. WMC usually doesn't have refueling. I can't say for sure it doesn't, but it tends not to. The wolf mechanic, yeah, Zampali is just a reliability nightmare. No fastest lap, sad face. You kind of have a decent chance at 2 here. Mostly because the AI are going to have trouble nursing those to the end. Larson's at 46 already. And there's 6 laps left. That's devastating. Yeah, I do have to get the designer and the crew managers redone so they're not, so they at least don't have bonuses that rely on them finishing like 8th to get their money. Usually I put them long enough, I put them in with like a bonus that's difficult to impossible to achieve until they get happy within the team infrastructure, and then I just cut it out. That engine thing isn't the worst thing to have in a no refueling race. You save fuel and then expend it, or expend it and then save. Gonzalez and Larson both made mistakes going onto the ultras. You're still going to consume about 20, so it's going to be close. I mean, they can tend to have ERS rules. So if they have ERS rules that are beneficial to hybridizing fuel, then yeah. I don't know if that rule set is possible in single seater. It might be. Larson has to stop and Gonzalez has to stop. Fun. Then you just zoom by. They're not going to catch you. I don't know why they wouldn't just take supers. Just take them and get to the end. Okay, I even left tread on this last tire. Oh, mercy. You actually have a shot at the drivers as well. Yeah, you're only behind by one now. Marketability boost to build a helipad on? I wouldn't be mad. Because I think you need the marketability boost more than my guy does. There's a pretty big gulf here with only one driver not in contention for the team having a shot at the drivers. Chill, I have to get there. Yay, positive money. Simultaneous pit stops. High merit, top 10 points. That's about what I expected. Normal slick. Cortez, free choice, 3 compounds. 15 tires, driver aids banned. Oh, they do have refueling. Okay. And weight stripping is going in, and Yokohama is going on their calendar. Okay. Mechanics, you mean? Rachel McAnder, no. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that because that leaves around. And then we'll want to do that, and then I'll be here till 2 in the morning. Alex Gray has super overtake and medium light foot. Gosselin could be good. We won't be able to. We won't have a prayer of signing him until next season, though. 50% faster refueling. That perk was actually not worthless. Colby. I might even want that guy. Fuel economy. He's with Steinman, though. We probably can't pluck him. Toby, super overtake, and super soft lightfoot. Ooh. And again, we'll have to get promoted to have a chance. Push to the limit, that's red zone. Yeah, that's the difficult part. Like, you have to find what you want, and then they have to be signable. Refueling, sweetest spots. Why would you want that? Nurse, though, you probably might want him for that. Him we can grab. He would make our pit crew worse, though. That's the only problem. Chancer, refueling, super overtake. Sule, light-footed, super soft, and pushed to the limit. He's a good one to have. But again, oh, we can actually get him, which I am somewhat surprised by. The other thing, oh, he has a fuel economy, refueling and fuel economy, and you can probably get in. Becky Kanagawa, she's a good mechanic, but her perks kind of suck. Who, Kevin Sule or Bordeaux? I marked him for you, so that he's easier to find. Okay, Iker's debuffs are gone. Brett? Who the fuck came up with this? Half the teams are against it, so it's not gonna pass. Till Thornton wants it. When half the teams are for it and the rest are undecided, it's usually not gonna pass. Stupid rule. There are a couple of Lightfoot softs out there. I'm just not sure where they are. Not necessarily no matter what, but if you're in a 3 tire, then yeah. Because in a 3 compound system, there will always be a soft tire. Because it's either like the softest, the hardest, or the middle tire. In 2 compound systems, though, it can... I forget who actually has that perk. If I leave it to Reddit, then they would probably know. Which one do we still... Okay. So I can take this pile of cash. Click, 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 click. Right. I need to also... Yay! I also need to catch up on all this work. Alright, gonna take off now. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to the follow button one time. Sub, like, share in the YouTube end of things if you are there. And we'll see you guys again next time. Till then, take care, have a great one. Later on, guys.